All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Jamila, your realtor.
And I'm Jazmyn, interior designer.
And welcome to the In Your Space podcast, where we focus on bringing you the real in real estate
And interior design, of course. Woo.
Jazmyn, so good to see you again.
Good to see you, stranger.
Oh, yeah, like, what? What? That was so awkward.
I'm going to go ahead and preface this episode by saying I am tired. You guys, I'm sleepy.
You're not allowed to be tired.
No, so this is being filmed at night where it's 6:00 p.m. and that's nighttime for me. Okay, so I'm sleepy a little bit.
But you knew you had to be here.
And I'm here.
So
I'm a little late, but I'm here.
You are here.
I'm just tired. I've been running all day. We don't got to. How are you?
Hold on, was that our catch-up moment?
That was a catch-up.
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
How am I?
Yeah.
You know, I am me.
Oh, okay.
And I know,
clear.
right? Can you please clarify what that means?
Clear that up.
I'm groovy. I am me. I am trying to keep my head above water.
Yes.
I don't think I can state it more than anything. The fact that this market is kind of going through its shifts and its changes. And, you know, it's a lot of changes for me.
Right.
But I also think you want to address the elephant in the room.
Yes, let's talk about it for the people at home who are watching. Jamila, why are you posing as a DJ from the 2000s?
Wow. Okay.
I don't know if it's the 90s. I wasn't old enough to
No,
remember
I'm
that.
not posing. I'm just saying hat season is in.
It is. Okay.
And I'm going to exercise my rights to wear my hats.
Okay.
So
it's just going to be very, very...
It's going to be very awkward.
Uncomfortable.
But I don't care.
Because
So
beauty
that's
is
what's going to
fame.
happen.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I mean, but are we really done catching up? Is Jazmyn just tired?
No. Okay. So you want to know about what I've been running around doing today?
Please.
Because I can tell you.
Please.
All right. So we had a cabinet delivery on Tuesday. And so my contractors are installing the cabinetry for this kitchen project. And there were a couple fires that weren't really fires. They were just kind of like logistical things. Where should the cabinet go? Is it in the right place? Do we have enough of the material? Blah, blah, blah. So handling that. And then my kids are in school. So, you know, shuttle duty. Woo woo. Yes. Praise them. So shuttle duty on that. And what else did I have to do? Oh, I'm preparing for a virtual consultation, which requires a little bit more research just because I can't really see them in person. So I kind of have to review a virtual scan of their space. It's a little bit more involved, but yeah, so that was my day just today, going to see the space and driving my kids around. I've been in New Jersey. This is my second time in New Jersey today, crossing that bridge.
I'm not giving you gas money because that wasn't a part of this deal.
No,
So
I don't expect gas
your
money.
second
It's just part of
time
my job.
is
It's just
okay.
part of my job.
All right, awesome. Now that we got that clear, but you know what? Thank you for bringing that up. Today was the first day of school.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Guess what?
What?
My husband literally like an hour ago, I just saw him. He came home and he said, "Babe, thank you."
Aww.
And that's so sweet. And I was like,
That's awesome.
What do you mean? He said, "You did so much today." And I was like, "You are so cute."
Oh.
Like are you finally recognizing? Are you recognizing? Because today I got the kids up. I got up at 5:10. I got myself together. 5:10 in the morning. I got myself together.
Yeah.
The kids got up. I got them ready for school. He had to leave by 7:00 or before, a little bit before 7. So I got the kids ready. We went to our first day of school. And then I had to get them early to get them to a doctor's appointment.
Oh, wow. So you got a lot going on today.
And I mean, with these doctor's appointments right now, it is bananas. I've tried to get them an appointment, but we are months out because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're not missing it. I don't care if it's the first day of school.
Oh,
or not.
wow. That's
so
crazy.
we went to the doctor's appointment. We had some drama there with the little, and then I come home and I'm prepping and I'm doing other stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the frozen stuff for you to cook. I love you. Bye.
Exactly.
Don't wait up.
Exactly.
But that was really sweet that he's just like, you did all of this. Like I had showings today. I had all of that.
Oh, wow. You really were running.
Yeah, I was running.
Yeah, it's a busy day.
Yeah, so thank you for bringing that up. That is really how my day is.
Yeah. I mean, well, hopefully this is a relief, right? This is rest time.
But you know what's even more resty?
What? Resty.
I know.
Okay. No, it's not sticking. Go ahead.
Hashtag resty?
No. Engineer's guy said, veto, not happening.
That's not going to trend. No. Okay. But you know what? What's more refreshing? How about that?
Sure, we can go with that.
Let's go with refreshing. Word. Yes. We're going to turn it over into our
Get This Look segment.
Get This Look.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited. So, for anybody who did not see, I guess, was it episode 3?
Not sure.
Okay, one of them. One of those episodes. Get This Look is a segment where I take red carpet looks.
Yes, you do.
From some of our favorite celebs, and I turn them into mood boards, and it's so fun. So for this one, I had a little bit more fun than usual because the person I picked is incredibly fun.
Yes, she is.
She's crazy. Not crazy. She is crazy.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's crazy. No, I'm trying to. No, she actually
is. And I don't care what anybody says. And you can fight me. You can find out where the podcast is.
Oh, no. Come on.
But the engineer's like, no. No, but she is honestly one of my top 5 artists.
And
I love.
I agree that she's a phenomenal artist. I will also have a hot take. I prefer early to mid 2010 Gaga, not today's Gaga.
And all of that suspense, and then you say Gaga.
Oh, dang it.
That's all good. No, so
it's Lady Gaga. I like saying Lady Gaga and not Gaga.
Jazmyn.
I'm a little different.
Jazmyn.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Is it?
It's so fun.
I'm so happy you like it. Okay.
It's so fun.
Let me tell you, this one was extremely fun because Lady Gaga is one of those people that she's always ahead of the trends. She's always pushing boundaries. And I feel like this space, if you get it, you get it, right? And it's very much her style. Like some things people are like, what was she thinking? But you cannot deny this woman's like bravery to like try new things. And I just love it. So I took that same energy in this mood board right here.
Listen.
Yeah.
Let me tell you where you impressed me the most.
Ooh, let's talk about it.
Where you impressed me the most. Well, first of all, when I pulled up the mood board for the first time, I did not expect to see this.
No? Did you see the picture? You saw the picture.
And quite frankly, we were on the phone when this was happening. So I didn't even envision that this was going to happen. Yes, I saw the picture before. But where you impressed me the most was, yes, her hair color is giving off so much light and that color
so
pop,
much energy.
But I did not expect to see like the chandelier.
Yeah. That's her hair.
Like that is
it's
dope.
Her hair.
And I have to be extremely honest.
Yeah.
I don't see this in my house.
No.
But I see this as being an incredibly unique space that especially any restaurant, any lounge place would want. Or put it in your damn house.
So this is the thing. These mood boards, this Get This Look segment is not for everybody. No. It's not like me trying to create a look that anybody should try to apply. It's literally me being inspired by this specific red carpet look.
I'm loving it.
There's so many things I love about this space. This style, for people who are wondering, is what I would call contemporary pop art, right? So it's very forward thinking, contemporary style, but there's also these pops of like highly saturated color, heavy texture, rounded edges. It's a lot.
The more I look at it, for the listeners, the more I look at it, the color of her hair. Yeah. You took the color of her hair. You took the color of her lipstick. You took the color of her eyeshadow, the dress, the fact that this is that Galaxy Gaga.
Yes.
If you guys don't remember, she was on the red carpet, Galaxy Gaga.
Yep.
And Jazmyn also has a chrome, it looks like a balloon animal.
Yeah,
but
it's a balloon dog.
Yeah. It's a balloon dog.
Yeah, it's a little statue.
You just really took everything and put it in here.
I had so much fun.
It's
I hope
fabulous.
you can tell. My favorite piece, though, is this coffee table. Do you see that? The holographic coffee table.
It is fun.
So fun. And it's a moment. It's just a moment. Not saying everybody needs to be into it because, again, like different design styles are, they're not gonna resonate for everybody. But I had a good time. So, and I hope you can tell. I did.
I can absolutely tell. And like I said, she.
Woo! I got a Valor.
She killed it. And you know what? I would hope if Gaga saw this.
Oh my God, I would die.
She too would be.
I would die
very
if
happy.
She saw this. I would die if Beyonce saw the first one. I would just decease.
Well, we don't need you to do that. You can pass out and I'll wake you back up, but don't die.
Pass away.
So, all right. So this is a great lead in to our segment.
Yeah.
Which is
my segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's my topic this week.
Yes, it is.
What is
topic? You're welcome.
Jesus. What the topic this week, we're going to discuss the design process. I feel like, and we're done with this, Mr. Engineer Man.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sorry. I'm late. It's fine. We're going to talk about the design process because I feel like there's like this cloud of mystery. And that's what this podcast really is about too, is we're trying to peel back the veil of all of these unanswered questions for people in our two industries, right? Mm-hmm. You as a realtor, me as a designer. I want to clear things up, but I also want to inform people because I'm willing to probably go out on a limb and say that most of our listeners have not worked with a designer before. Maybe.
Listen, we have Pinterest, right?
Yeah.
We have Google. Mm-hmm. We have Google Images, and a lot of us like to emulate what's there. To take that picture and go to Hobby Lobby and be like, I want that, and that.
Home Goods, Marshalls.
And here's my coupon. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. Yeah. I do it too. But I think if you have a certain income, if you're within a certain income, you're right. We probably haven't worked with a designer.
Right.
So,
and it is. I mean, let's be honest. It's a luxury service, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody's gonna need one. Not everybody's gonna want one. It depends on where you are and what you're doing and everything like that. But I do want to inform people because you might not think it's something that you can afford, right? You might be wrong about that. Okay. So let's just talk about like what the steps are for hiring a designer in the first place. And I will have the disclaimer here. When I'm talking about processes, I'm talking about my process. I'm not talking about every designer's process. I can only speak to what I do as a designer. And again, we don't got to go back into it, but I basically am self-taught. So I do things based on what I'm comfortable doing, how I'm comfortable doing it.
Can I just please go on the record and say, do you? Mm-hmm. Who cares how they did it?
Right. And that's
how you do it.
It's very much the energy.
Yes.
Very much the energy because it's been working for me. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. So first things first, it's very, very important when I first hear from a potential client, be it through a lead or they found me on social media or whatever, we have a discovery call, right? It's a 20 to 30 minute call. And I basically use it to gauge where they are in their process of their project, but also personality. It's very important that you vibe, right? Because you've had, we don't need to get into specifics, but I'm sure you've had maybe one or two clients that you didn't vibe with. And maybe you wish you had that forewarning, red flag in the beginning. So I want to make sure that the people who are coming to me, first of all, I can help them adequately, but also that we're going to have good energy because I am creating a very personal space for you, likely whether it's your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, it's where you're going to live. It's behind closed doors. So it's very important that we have good energy.
I think that's very fair because in all honesty, that's what realtors do too. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't call it a discovery call.
Okay.
But essentially that's what it is.
Right. Yeah.
But I also I'm not going to call it a discovery call. I could call it a discovery questionnaire.
Okay.
And if you're serious enough to fill out that questionnaire, that means this questionnaire is a client questionnaire and you are telling me who you are, your basic information, where roundabouts where you are and where do you want to be and really digging down deep to
Jamila, you're jumping ahead.
So I understand and I'm going to shut up now.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yes, I have something very similar in the next step. Right. Yeah. And it's extremely useful because I need to get to know you, basically. Find out you're serious about whatever you're looking to do. I can help you, and we're good. We're gonna have a good, or you're in my service area, right? Because for certain things, I don't go everywhere. Full service, I restrict myself to Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland. I do, everywhere else for the other services. But so we just got to address those small things, right? Next, we do the walkthrough consultation, right? That is when, prior to that, I give them a questionnaire, if you will, my client info form. And, it has all of the meat and potato questions, right? Where's this house specifically? Do you rent or own? What's your budget? That's a really big question.
That is the question.
You got to have it up front, and a big red flag is if they don't really have any idea. They don't want to really tell you. So that's a concern, right? But it's a question that needs to be addressed.
All right, we got to go back into the budget.
Yeah,
we got to go back. I've had jobs.
That's a whole podcast episode.
It is, but we need to go there. I've had jobs.
Yeah,
where I've had literally working 5 departments, and my bosses would not give me a budget. So I had to work backwards.
Yeah.
And that was so annoying. But if this is the job and this is what I have to do and you're not going to change, I have to make this work. So it created this thing with me where I can work from a $0 budget to do my best. And I'm just going backwards. So instead of committing to how much I actually have, I'm trying to find ways to make it work. And again, one more time, it's really annoying.
Right.
So how do you deal with that though?
So I think it depends on the type of project they're trying to get. I already know that for certain spaces, there's an estimated range for like what that's going to cost, right? If you come to me with like a bathroom project, say, I know that the labor of it might cost between 15 to 30, depending on how big the bathroom is, how big the design itself is. I know if it's a kitchen, it's going to be maybe double that for labor. And so it really is me just gauging whether or not they understand what the investment is going to be. And so that might just have to be a conversation. That really just informs me. I need to bring that up as well in the consultation. I don't know the design yet, right? I haven't made anything. I haven't done anything.
True.
But I do know that if you are coming to me for a kitchen project and all you have is $10,000, we're going to have a hard time, right? Just off top. And before I get started on anything, I just want you to be aware of that. It's only fair that I tell you that might be a problem.
Jazmyn, do you see my face?
I see it.
It's stuck at $10,000.
Yeah, I mean, a kitchen is that's not cabinetry. That's not even custom cabinetry.
That's a dishwasher. Hold on, it's a dishwasher.
Yeah,
and potentially a stove,
and maybe a refrigerator.
And maybe it depends on the brand.
Yeah, maybe a refrigerator. Yeah, but not the nice one.
10,000 is pretty.
It don't got no ice maker. No, it's not a nice one. No, I mean it is.
Hold on.
What?
I'm counting what's in my house, and that's an ice maker, but my ice maker broke. So there we go. Anyway, moving on.
Should have gone for the higher brand
budget.
But yeah, so that's what the consultation is. I'm also at the consultation taking measurements. I do a virtual scan, like I mentioned before, where I literally can reproduce the space virtually, and that's important for what I do because I create renders myself. I don't outsource it. Some people do. Yep, give me that. Thank you. But that helps me with my process because I need to be able to go back and. What are you doing?
Stopping.
Okay.
The girl.
I need to be able to go back and, play around with layouts and everything like that. And it just makes it a lot easier if I have that virtually. And then also getting to know my clients a little bit better. If I'm making a space for you, I need to know who you are. I need to know, how you live. So I do ask that my clients, this is a big one. I ask that my clients don't clean up. Don't clean up.
I like you.
Yeah, don't do it. Because I need to know where your junk accumulates. I need to know what living looks like for you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
it's gotta be real.
Yeah, it has to be real. If I'm making it for real life, not Home and Gardens magazine, I need to know what your house looks like. And even if you're a little embarrassed, it's fine. I've been in hoarders' nests before. it really, I mean, it only escalates and just de-escalates from there.
Listen,
so I'm not scared of your house. I just want you to show me what it's like.
I've known people that will clean up before their house cleaners come.
I have done that.
What are you paying them for? Like, stop it.
I have absolutely done that. And I get the urge, but that's why I also have to say, look, if you clean, you're not helping yourself. Because I need to see that you're the type of family that drops mail at the front table.
They're lying to you, and they're lying to themselves. Because they're trying to look perfect.
Right.
And I'm not saying that it's a malicious lie. It's just I don't want you to
You're worried about people judging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. That's a normal thing for anybody who has somebody they don't know coming into their house. But that's also why I say, don't worry about it.
I love it.
Let it be what it is.
I love it.
So that's the consultation, right? And I mean, this is the part that it gets kind of real, right? Mm-hmm. Because you literally have me walking through room to room. What do you see for this space?
So can I ask you a question before you move on?
Yeah.
All right. Because I don't want to derail you, but during this consultation phase, because it sounds like there's like a part 1, part 2 situation, because you have the discovery call,
yes,
and then you're going to their home.
Yes.
So how long, like, what is the time frame on this?
It really depends on my schedule. Mm-hmm. It depends on your turnaround time, which is a question that I usually ask as well during the discovery call. How quickly are you looking to get this done? But it can be anywhere, like from discovery call to walkthrough, maybe like a week. Okay. You know, so it's not anything crazy. If you have urgency, I usually have a harder time accepting those jobs, to be honest, because anybody who is already rush is probably going to be less understanding of a designer's process.
That and the expectation of get it done when I want it done.
Yeah.
Because now they're rushing.
And they're prioritizing time over quality. You know what I mean? And so that tends to be the projects I'm like a little more reluctant about. I'll still take them if you know, it depends on the situation.
If the money's good.
No. I didn't say that.
If the money's good.
I didn't say that, Jamila. But yes, that's, you know, one of the things I consider as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, we get down to brass tacks. I'll submit a quote, you know, you accept it, and then I'm on the job. So the first thing I do is a schematic design, right? So basically a schematic design is I am doing a general design proposal, color scheme, fabric choices, layout, general proposed furniture pieces, that type of thing. It's very high level. So it's not the design in any stretch of the imagination. It's not the exact thing, but this is where you get the mood board.
I was just about to ask that.
That's where you get the mood board. And it's also where you get like a rough floor plan sketch. So you're going to see essentially the aesthetic I'm going for, the look I'm going for, and you have at this point the chance to say, no, this isn't really what I was thinking, or this isn't really my style. Because again, I've only met you once, talked to you once. So this is like me trying to feel out, but I'm going to toot my own horn. I'm not usually too far off by this point.
This is like, to me, this is the comparison of a realtor showing about 3 homes.
Right. So you have an idea of what they're looking for.
Right.
Yeah. And you just present it to them.
Right.
Yeah. So the schematic design also has it has that, you know, the design proposal, that preliminary one, but it also has a very important thing, which is a preliminary budget.
Preliminary.
Yeah, meaning it can go up or down depending, right? So, but I think that is important too in the process, because I am always, as the designer, going to keep you really steeped in reality. This is what we're trying to accomplish, but this is what it's going to cost. So if you want me to sacrifice in certain areas of your design, I'm absolutely on board to do that, but we're just going to be real about it, right? So that's the walkthrough. I mean, that's the schematic design.
So I have a question.
Sure. Let's get it. What's your question?
I like how you said preliminary costs.
Yeah.
Now, when I did the renovation to the house and it was all up in the mortgage, I guess you can call it we had a preliminary cost, but what we also had was a contingency. Yeah. You know, so even in your preliminary costs, do you say, all right, you need to have at least 2% for contingency? Or
so we don't really get into contingency until we get to the next phase where we get more specific.
Okay.
So remember, all right, if we run it back a little bit, discovery call, consultation, walkthrough, schematic design, and we're still not done.
Okay.
It's very deep.
This is a process.
It's very deep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then the next phase is e-design. Like I said, the e-design proposal, which is the nitty gritty. It's my favorite part because this is where people see a lot of my renders coming from. I create these renders. They're very specific. They're specific to the dimension, the color scheme, exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So much better than I am.
But also what it has on the back end that people don't see is the source list and price list. So the number, like the quantity, the price point, where it comes from, the color, the dimension specs, everything. I also have like laid out schematic specifications for my contractors, right? So if there's a built-in project, if there's a wall detail project, if there's anything that requires handmade, custom, I detail all of that. So do you understand? We're still at design planning.
Listen, can I ask you a question?
Yeah. I'm getting really excited. Go ahead.
You are, but I'm getting really worried.
Why?
And it's for a reason.
Why?
So are you the type of person that measures when you hang a picture on the wall, or do you just go for it?
Okay, so it depends on the picture. If it's a part of a gallery, absolutely. If it's just a picture on the wall, no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
if it's important that it line up with something else, then yeah, I'm gonna measure.
okay.
I'm not one of those people that's like constantly with my tape measure. No, I'm not. I also lean very heavily on my contractors to make sure things are correct.
I'm only asking because renderings are pretty intense.
They are.
Like seriously, anybody that can do a rendering, I would think that you in your just everyday natural life would be extremely.
You would think that. You would think that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
In some areas it matters. In other areas it doesn't.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to say I'm not detail oriented, but I am when it matters.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's just e-design, right? So we've got your budget in stone, right? I'm getting estimates for custom pieces from manufacturers. That's what I'm getting literally in the nitty gritty. You know, I am color matching. I'm giving you samples that you're approving. I'm giving you budget impacting, details for you to approve. We're still just at design planning. And that process, that could take anywhere from like 4 to 6 weeks from discovery call to just getting a design together. So, I mean, it's a little bit more intensive than I think a lot of people think, right? They're just like, just put something together. Why does it take so long? It is a lot. And that's just one room I'm talking about. If I'm talking about a house, it's going to take a little bit longer. And by little, I mean a lot.
No, and I totally understand that. So I would think just in general, if I were referring you to a client, which we've been down this route, but this is a pre-planned situation.
Yes, you have to know you're going to hire a designer and know that it's not going to be done, tomorrow.
Yeah, if you're realistic about that, then to digest what you're saying right now, the process, it shouldn't be that deep. Yeah. So,
I mean, but yeah, I think it's deeper. I think it's deep, but I don't think it's that deep.
Well, let's get deeper.
And then after this point, it is implementation time. That's full service design time. That's the fun part, right? But you see how deep we had to get before we could even touch. Yeah. Now we're getting, the contractors coming in and they're doing demo, they're, installing things. I'm ordering things and tracking delivery. It's a lot.
Now the fun part about this in my brain is, on the Opry others, right?
It's all there somehow.
Yeah, because that's TV magic.
Yeah. They already got the tile. They don't got to order it. There's no delays on that.
Yeah. So no, the real timing is
the real time. Yes, this is the real timing. This is because what I hate is for us to be caught slipping, and that's where the contingency comes in. I usually pad in 20% into my budget because I know there's going to be something that comes up.
Now, do you also pad in 20% of your time?
Well, so this is the thing. The way I do it in my process, I give one quote based on my projected or my expected labor and time. So I'm not doing hourly invoices unless it's outside of the scope of, predetermined scope of work for me. But for the most part, if you hire me, I'm on the job. Same as like, an attorney you have on retainer. Like I'm a designer that you have on retainer. So if you call me up and you're like, hey, and this happens a lot, where it's like, hey, the sink, which direction should it be facing? Or, oh, the dishwasher's on the wrong side. The guy put the plumbing on the wrong side. You got to come to the project site. Oh, you need to lay out the tile. Anybody who's been following me on Instagram knows what I've been dealing with, but you need to lay out the tile so you know the pattern correctly. Like all of that stuff, I'm not billing for time because I already know that's a part of full service design. But yeah.
Call Jazmyn 10 times a day because she ain't charging you.
You can try. I mean, but this is the thing. My full service clients they are my luxury clients. So they get my time. You know what I mean? Concierge service. It's going to happen.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
So I understand that, but it's also representative in the quote that they receive because they are getting that amount of my time.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? You are calling me when I'm putting my kids to bed.
Yeah.
So what does that cost? That's basically the design process, right? Mystery stripped down. What part a client plays majorly is just approval and being responsive, because the last thing a designer would love to see or deal with is there is a time sensitive decision that needs to be made and you are unreachable.
Yeah.
You're indecisive, right? But those things are, that's par for the course. There's going to be situations where you can't reach the client and I have to make that decision. That's also something you're paying a designer for. If something happens, I'm the one who's dealing with it. I'm keeping the balls in the air, if you will. So that's what that service looks like. Not on the ground? Not on the ground. I'm not dropping no balls. God. Okay. So yes, that's design process.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions as a person who has not used a designer? Because you haven't used a designer.
I have not used a designer.
Right. So do you have any questions as someone who... get into the hard stuff. I'm okay. I'm not scared. Go ahead. Ask me the hard question. I ain't scared.
I don't think I have a hard question right now. I just, for me, I believe that, first of all, if I were to hire a designer, I know it would be you.
Oh, thanks.
Because I think we've already vibed well. But even though I think we have a good vibe, I have to relinquish control.
Yes. Well, so no. Okay. I get along very well. I have some clients right now. No. Listen, I get along very well with my type A clients.
Are you trying to say I'm type A?
I'm just saying I understand where you're leaning and you might identify as a type A personality.
Triple type A.
Okay. I would get along very well because I am a type A person. I respect people respecting my time by being detailed, by being responsive, by asking me questions preemptively. You know what I mean? Ask me the questions you're thinking before I can think of them so that I can be on my A game.
I don't think it's my type A.
Okay.
When I mean relinquish control, it's just, here's a really good example.
Sure.
So when I was coming back into real estate, I said, all right, I'm going to do a photo shoot.
Okay.
And the photo shoot, I wanted to use all the photos for branding, for stocky stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather use my picture than somebody else's.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
There you go.
So coming into it, I actually did hire someone to help dress me.
Right. Okay.
And I had to relinquish control.
Okay.
And I did though, but I relinquished it. But the thing was, when that person brought me items to try on to the fitting, I was just like, I would never wear this.
Right. Well, how many conversations had you had with that person before then? Did they know your style? Did they know? No,
they really didn't know me. But I looked at this person. I knew their style. They said this is what they did. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. I am going to try and trust in this process. And all of there were a good amount of clothes that even my husband was like, I don't see you wearing that. But the whole point was you don't need to be in your everyday wear. Right. You're doing something that's above a different scale of everyday. So this is what I'm bringing you. And I was like, I would never wear that dress. I would never. But when I put it on, I was like, ooh, I like this dress.
Yeah.
But I feel like that is where the control comes in, because I feel like I know myself, but I know that you're in the industry.
You have to trust.
You're actively working there.
Yeah.
And doing and experimenting every day.
Yeah. You have to trust the professional you're hiring to do the thing. You have to trust them with your honesty as well. If you didn't like the dress, you should have maybe said, I don't know if this is my thing. But you tried it on and you liked it and it worked out. But I'm saying, like, in the case of design, you have to be honest. You have to trust people to be able to accept your honesty and say, this isn't my thing. And okay, because that's what I'm not trying to put you in a box.
I want paisley. I don't want plaid.
Okay. What color paisley?
I'm just joking. Okay. I can work with this.
Yeah, I can make it work. Okay. Yeah, I can make it funky. Yeah. What's up?
So no, I mean, you went into a great amount of detail of the process.
All right. Let me peel the Band-Aid off though.
Yeah.
Cost. Right?
Oh, is that what you wanted me to like?
I mean, that's no. I'm just saying that's the thing that I feel like people are curious about.
All right, cost.
Okay, cost. Cost being, I'm not gonna talk about cost.
See? Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. So I honestly think, depending on the level of service, by room costs is the most economical way for me. I know approximately how much time it takes me to do a mood board. How much time it takes me to do a mood board and e-design. How much time, I can approximate by room how much it's going to cost. And so people sometimes come at you and they're like, justify your pricing. You can't. You can't justify your pricing all the time with everybody, because everybody's going to try to shop you, right? They're going to try to be like, well, if you get it from here and if you're doing this, what's your trade costs? Like, whoa. That happens. It can happen a lot. But if you trust a professional, you already like my style. I see you raising your hand. You already like my style. You already like what I am bringing to the table. Pay people for what they are charging.
Girl.
Just pay people.
Girl.
Yeah.
Now you done hit a button. Can you see that you hit a button? Not that one, but you about to hit a button.
What's the button? Tell me.
This show was not designed to be about how much a realtor gets paid.
Right.
But since we're going to go ahead and talk about this real quick.
Be real.
I have to break it down to people sometimes.
Yeah.
Down to the hourly amount.
Yeah.
How much I'm paid.
Right.
Do not let that percentage fool you. Don't. I have clients that say, "Oh, can you discount or discount?" And I'm looking at them like,
you know my response to that?
Okay, here's the answer. No. No, I'm not. And let me tell you why. Because A, I work hard as hell. That's number one. Number two, I put all the effort in.
Right.
And number three, I'm worth that, right? Don't you think I'm worth that?
So my answer was going to be, if you want a discount, what am I taking off?
I know that's right.
Literally, what am I not doing? Because if you want me to cut into my, what I would receive, then I need to cut into what you receive. That's fair.
Oh, girl.
That's fair.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So there's a range. If you wanted to Google it, what the range is for interior designers, you know what I mean? By the time this airs, it may have changed for me, so I ain't gonna say it. But I'm just gonna say, let people tell you what their costs are, and respect it, because we do a lot. You guys heard me talk about the process from from discovery call to e-design to full service. And let me be clear, if you get full service, I'm doing all of that. If either you don't need the level of service that you think you need because you can't afford it, or I'm going to, maybe I'm not the designer for you. You know what I mean? That's also why I offer it in phases, right? So I can just do a mood board for you, see if you like it. If you like what, I'll move on to the next thing. And I'm very casual with it because, it's not a big thing.
You know what I started doing since
that?
I think it was at least by the time I was in my early 30s. I'm not that old. Preface was stop buying cheap shoes and cheap jeans. Because you get what you pay for.
Yes, absolutely. That's the rule of thumb for most. My husband hates that, but I constantly repeat that phrase. You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You need quality. And you need to trust that process.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're paying for.
And remember that it's a luxury service, like we mentioned at the top.
Capital
right?
LUX.
Yeah. So it's,
So is that your whole process?
That is, well, no. There's staging and there's final fluff at the end, but we don't got to get into all that. That's months in the making. Yeah, that's months in the making after all of the all the contractors do the lovely labor that I kind of oversee, which is a part of, again, one of my responsibilities as a designer. But I keep it all in the air. That's really the job. Keep the contractors on task, keep the clients comfortable and knowing that everything is well in hand, and that's my job.
So I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and plug Jazmyn.
You don't have to. We don't have to do this every episode, guys.
What? Why?
You don't have to. Listen, if you don't know Abode Above by now,
you should plug yourself.
Abode Above Interiors is my interior design company. We do this.
Yes.
We do the things.
Yes.
And that's it. Look me up.
And you can fly her out to any state.
Listen.
Any state.
We're not at that point.
Any island. But all right, that is our topic, right?
Yes, that's it.
Unless you
that's
have
all
another.
I got. That's literally all I got, Jamila.
All right, now.
It's not all I got.
What is next week's topic?
Oh, next week's topic, we're going to jump over into Jamila land.
My land.
And we're going to talk about this for first time home buyers.
Honestly, it's not.
It's not?
I'm sorry to pull the rug
things?
up from under you. No, it's not about first time home buyers.
No.
It's about all home buyers.
Okay.
And I will explain more.
How do we get ready for it, right?
The get ready.
Ready.
It's called the get ready.
Oh, okay.
You got me?
Yes. So we're talking about the get ready.
We're talking about the get ready.
Okay.
You want to buy a home? You need to get ready.
And that's the episode I need to listen to.
Yes, so you guys need to make sure that you tune in to the very next episode. But also do not forget, of course,
to subscribe,
like,
and comment.
Yes,
everywhere.
YouTube, drop your comments down there. If you have any questions for Jazmyn, please.
Oh, I wanted to say something.
Yes.
If you want to try your hand at Get This Look, please do.
Ooh.
I am so interested to see other people's take on these pictures.
Oh, the take on the pictures or them sending a picture of themselves
well, we can
to you?
Keep it. We can.
That
themselves.
I know.
No,
that's
we're not going to invite people to send pictures of themselves to us. I feel like that's opening a bad, that's Pandora's box.
That's true.
But I do want to see people's take on the Lady Gaga picture that we did today.
That's actually pretty dope.
You can send it over to our email at inyourspacepod@gmail.com.
Yes.
I can't wait to see them.
All right, you guys. So thank you so much for joining us for this episode. And again, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time in the In Your Space podcast.
Bye.